All right, so I'm Maddie here with RIDGID Tools. And like I said, thanks so much for tuning in to another great JobSite Live. We're here in Elyria, Ohio, our global headquarters, and we're at our Schoolhouse Training Center. And we're super excited to talk to you about the product that started it all back 100 years ago now, wrenches. If you have any questions throughout the live, go ahead and throw them in the chat or utilize the question mark icon at the bottom of the screen. And we'll do our best to get to those throughout the live. Quick shameless plug, RIDGID experience entries are going on right now, and if you want your chance to come to our headquarters here and get the opportunity to make your own custom RIDGID wrench, go to our link in bio and sign up after the live. And then finally, one lucky viewer today will get the chance to win the 100-year anniversary wrench. And with that, I'm going to throw it over with Zach.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Zach Mospens. I am a product manager with RIDGID, responsible for wrenches, pipe tools, and tubing tools. And we're going to spend a little bit of time today to talk to you about, like Maddie said, the tool that started it all for RIDGID, the RIDGID pipe wrench. So it's a very simple product, honestly. We made our first pipe wrench in 1923. It's been now 101 years since we began. And really, it's gone pretty much unchanged over the years. We've made slight improvements, but I have an example here on your right of a wrench from the early 1930s. And then here I have what we offer today. Obviously, it looks a little bit nicer with the red paint and the branding, but this is what started it all for us. And it really only consists of 4 different components. So I'm going to start with the handle. The handle is really what makes the RIDGID wrench what it is. It's made out of ductile iron, which is cast at our Uric foundry in Erie, Pennsylvania. And it's made out of ductile iron, so it'll bend before it breaks. And that's what really is nice about this is if you see your RIDGID wrench bending, you know that it's not the right tool for that job. You need to upgrade to a larger size wrench. It's constructed using an I-beam cross-section. So if I were to cut the wrench right here, you'd see that cross-section would be in the shape of an eye. So it's very similar to the steel that you'd see in buildings and other structures. It's very, very strong and is able to see a lot of force in the downward direction as you're torquing down on a piece of pipe. The other 2 components of the wrench that are extremely important are the hook jaw and the heel jaw. So these 2 components have opposing teeth that are hardened to be able to grip into the surface of the pipe. And what's nice is those 2 components are replaceable. So when you're investing in a RIDGID wrench, you're really investing in a tool for life because as you use those over the years, those teeth will eventually wear out. And because of that, you'll be able to replace both the heel jaw and the hook jaw. The 4th component is the nut. So the nut gives you the ability to adjust to the size of the wrench very, very easily with one hand. And while you're adjusting it, you can see on the side of the hook jaw that there's little denominations there showing the size that the jaw is open to. That allows you to very quickly see that you're at 1 1/4 inch diameter. So you can very quickly understand if you're working on an 1 1/4 inch pipe, that's what you open your wrench to be able to begin your work. So this right here, what I'm showing you is our standard straight heavy-duty wrench. Any wrench that is red is going to be made out of ductile iron. Any wrench that is this gray, it's going to be made out of aluminum. So our standard heavy-duty wrenches range everywhere from 6-inch to 60-inch, right here. This 6-inch goes up to 3/4 inch pipe, and it fits perfectly in your back pocket for those small jobs. This 60-inch wrench goes all the way up to 8-inch pipe and is primarily used on oil rigs and some of those more industrial applications. Our aluminum wrenches go everywhere from 10-inch to 48-inch. So more common sizes, of course the more common sizes are going to be between 12-inch and 24-inch. Now to get into some of our other more unique wrench styles. So very similar to the straight wrench is going to be our end wrench. So our end wrench is really the same 4 components. You've got your handle, your hook jaw, your heel jaw, and your nut. These are primarily used for those unique scenarios where you may need to fit into a tight place and that straight pipe wrench just doesn't get in there like you need it to. This kind of orients the jaws in a different way to the handle. It just gives you that extra versatility. One thing I forgot to mention about all of our wrenches is that it's got a lifetime warranty on the handle and the housing. So this sticker right here explains that if this housing breaks or distorts in any way during proper use, you can send this back to us and we will replace that wrench for free. So these end wrenches are offered in steel and aluminum, various sizes, a little bit more limited than our straight wrenches. Our offset wrench is, again, just another way to configure the jaw to allow it to be used in slightly different scenarios. Getting into tight spots, work overhead where a straight pipe wrench might not be able to be used. And again, same 4 components. The next wrench is a rapid grip. So this is something that we came out with several years ago. The nice thing about this is you can use it with one hand. So the jaw is spring loaded, and it allows you to clamp onto the outside diameter of the pipe, really just with one hand. The key thing with this is you need to be able to center the outside of the pipe right in the V of that hook jaw. And you can actually use it like a ratcheting mechanism. So clamp onto the pipe, as you lift up, it'll loosen and allow you to slip around the pipe. Then as you push down to torque it down, it will then grip and rotate that pipe. This is offered in 4 different variations. There are 2 sizes in aluminum and 2 sizes in ductile iron. All right, we're gonna move over here a little bit and get into some of our more special wrenches. So this right here is a really cool wrench that I think a lot of people don't really know about. This is called our wrap wrench. So our wrap wrench is essentially our standard 10-inch straight ductile iron wrench, but it has a flat surface on the back end of the housing. And we identified that a lot of times people were using their wrench as a hammer. So we just built one right in. So this is the only size that it's offered in, our 10-inch wrench, but it gives you a nice little opportunity to bang a wrench on anything you might need to. Next up is the spud wrench. So the spud wrench comes in one size. The nice thing about this is it has 2 flat parallel jaws. So as you notice on all of our other wrenches, there's serrated jaws. This is flat, so this allows you to grip onto square and hex nuts. And it has really thin jaws to allow you to get into really tight spaces. Same 4 components though. While this doesn't have a heel jaw. This has the hook jaw, the nut, and the handle. Next up is the hex wrench. So this comes in 3 different variations, 3 different sizes. We have one offset like this, where the nut is underneath the handle. And this is, again, similar to the spud wrench, great for your hex nuts or square nuts. It's got those 2 flat parallel jaws. It's actually got another surface here for another surface on that hex nut to rest. But it's great for those valves that may have a square nut on them. Again, this is another version of our hex wrench. It's slightly larger, has a slightly different opening capacity, and this is the straight version. So you see the nut is on the outside of the handle rather than underneath like in the offset versions. I'm going to go into our chain wrenches next. So we have 4 different size chain wrenches. Or sorry, 4. Excuse me. This is our C12 wrench. So this is the only one of our chain wrenches that has a single piece handle. The jaws are built directly into the handle. And what this allows you to do is wrap that chain around the pipe, hook it on the hook on the other side of the handle, and you're able to torque down on it just like your standard wrench, but it gives you a little bit of the ability to get into tighter spaces. You can use this on irregular shaped items and work pieces, so it kind of gives you that extra versatility. Just a size larger than that is our C18 wrench. So this is our 18-inch chain wrench. This, as you can see, has a removable jaw that is replaceable. So you get the same benefits as all of our other standard pipe wrenches. This is just going to have a larger capacity with a larger handle that will allow you to apply more torque to the workpiece. Right here we've got a few of our strap wrenches, which these actually work very similar to our chain wrenches, where as you rotate down on the handle, it actually tightens around the pipe and allows you to apply torque to it. We've got various different sizes with different strap lengths, so really we have any solution to whatever application you need. We've got straps that are meant for steel pipe, we've got straps that are meant for plastic pipe, but these are ideal solutions for when you have polished pipe or some pipe that you may not want to mar up with the serrated jaws of a standard pipe wrench. And then the last few products that I'm going to get into, this is a really unique product. This is our internal wrench. So this is great for removing, extracting, or installing short nipples that allow you to insert this into the inside of the pipe. And as you turn, these jaws move outwards and they grip the inside of the pipe. So this goes anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inch. This is also great for removing or installing bathtub or shower drains. And then staying in the bathroom, the perfect tool for installing a sink is the basin wrench. So this is our most basic of our basin wrenches. This is our 1017 basin wrench. It has a telescoping shank that allows you to extend it to 3 different locations. And it has a flippable jaw that allows you to either loosen or tighten the bottom of your sink. And what this is used for is when you're installing a sink, you need to get underneath the vanity. You're able to get on your back, reach up, clamp this around the hose, and rotate. Or sorry, not the hose, the fitting. An upgrade to that is the model 1019. And really this is just a larger jaw for some of those larger applications. Another upgrade to that is our 2017. So the unique thing about this basin wrench is that it has an LED light that lights up your workpiece. It has that same flippable jaw, but it also has a T-handle that you can remove. And if you need additional torque, it's got a 5/8 inch square drive that you can insert a wrench or another tool to apply additional torque. And then the last of the wrenches, which is actually my favorite, is, I'm going to go all the way over here, is the compound leverage wrench. So this is something that not a whole lot of people know about. What this does is it actually uses this mechanism here and really shortens that leverage arm to be able to apply up to 10 times as much leverage as you would be able to get with a standard straight wrench. We offer these in 3 different sizes, and you can see as I push down, this coupling here actually rotates what looks like a standard pipe wrench at the top here. As I push down, it's rotating. So this will go up to, I believe our largest size will go up to at least 4-inch pipe. It's a really cool product that not a whole lot of people know about. It's great for unlocking those frozen or bound up fittings that have been locked up just over years and years of use or damage. So that's all of our wrenches today. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Maddie's going to kind of review them and ask away.
Yeah, so we already have a few that have come in through us. So the first one, how many wrenches does RIDGID actually offer?
So we have a total of 80 wrenches that we offer. Obviously, I went through several different configurations of the wrench. Some are meant for pipes, some are meant for nuts, and other uses. But we've got 80 different SKUs.
Wow, that's quite a lot. How much does the 60-inch wrench weigh?
So the 60-inch wrench, this weighs 51.7 pounds. So it's not light. It's the largest of the wrenches that we offer. And like I said, it's meant for applications typically in the oil field, where you're going to be seeing those really large diameter pipes. But yeah, it's incredible seeing these get made in the plant. You see these big wrenches like this getting shipped around in those boxes, it's really a mammoth.
It sure is, especially compared to the little 6-inch one, that one's my favorite.
This one?
Yeah. Look at the comparison. So how much lighter are the aluminum wrenches versus the heavy duty ones?
So like for like, our aluminum wrenches are going to be roughly 40% lighter than our standard ductile iron wrenches.
Okay, and let's see. Are the RIDGID wrenches truly made in the USA?
Yes. So all of our standard pipe wrenches are made in the USA. Like I said earlier, the handles are made at our Europe foundry in Erie, Pennsylvania. The hook jaws and the heel jaws are both made in USA. And everything is assembled right across the street from where we're at now at our Elyria, Ohio plant.
Great. And I think you touched on it a little bit, but we've only had a few design changes over the years, right? But other than that, I think we're pretty similar if you want to bring the other one up.
Yeah. So a lot of the changes really are tied to the marking. Our logo has changed since. We used to put our patent, which was active at the time, on the handle, but really not much has changed. We've added our signature chevron on the side of the wrench. You can see here, whereas we had a slightly different design on the wrench in the early 30s. But yeah, not much has changed.
It's like, I don't know if you know this off the top of your head, but do you know how heavy the 12-inch heavy-duty pipe wrench is?
12-inch heavy duty. Let's see, where are we at?
Your best guess.
I don't have a 12-inch around me. It's probably, this is the 10-inch. I don't know, that's probably 2.5 pounds. I'd say the 12-inch is maybe 3.5. That's my best guess.
All right, we're just scrolling through to see if we have any other comments or questions, but I think that might be it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us on another great JobSite Live. If you have any more questions, you can shoot them in our DMs. You can reach out to Maddie Rigid Greenlee or Pro Tools Zach.
Pro Tools Zach.
Pro Tools Zach. You can check us out at rigid.com or reach out to your local Rigid distributor or rep. And thanks guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.